Are you tired of playing the same old Fortnite and Call of Duty on your PS5 and instead want a console that can play all of the classics that you may have missed out on? Well, let me introduce the $100 AliExpress emulation console. It's got Xbox, PS2, spicy games, oh no, and much more. Let me show you. All right, opening up the box, we have a few things going on in here. Mystery box right here, ooh, that's exciting. We have a, is that a DualShock 3? What? We got a user manual that's just a bunch of QR codes. Also, what's in the mystery box? Oh, power cable. That's kind of lame. All right, let's get the bubble wrap off this bad boy. Oh yeah, look at it. In all of its Jewish glory. Why is there a Star of David? Are we all seeing the same thing here? And you know, I gotta say, the 3D print job is like fine, I guess. Feels a little rough to the touch. You can see some like patterns and stuff like that, but I like that it looks kind of shiny. It's got like a Superman color scheme. Now looking at the back, you can see a bunch of ports like it's a PC, but this is supposed to be a video game console. It's a bunch of 3D printing, a bunch of random screws, ports on the back, and a singular ominous button on the front. Let's go ahead and plug this thing in and see if it works. All right, I got everything plugged in except for the controller here. It's a wireless controller, but it takes 2 AAA batteries, by the way. I also really hope it's already paired to the console, but we're gonna find out. Let's go ahead and turn her on. 3, 2, 1, bam. Oh, I see the fan spinning. And turned off. Oh, there it goes. Games Retro Liz Kumar, what is that? What did that say? Well, we have green now. So many things are happening with this. By the way, this thing is $100, so I'm expecting a little bit of jank, but I hope we can get past the green. Oh, there we go, it's loading. There are no rubber feet on the bottom of the console, so it just... It's like dragging a cinder block across your table. I'm still trying to get the controller configured, but what the heck are we seeing down here in the lower left-hand corner? Some kind of black and white movie for the PS2? What does this have to do with the PS2? That's a duck. There's a duck on my TV. Someone please explain in the comments what the heck that was. I looked inside the box again and found this little dongle. I think I should just be able to plug this into the back of the console. Is it working? Oh, there it goes. Okay, so at first glance, this is insane. This looks like a PS4 menu. What are these videos that are playing as I'm hovering over the different consoles? We got Alien Girl. Oh, are these like advertisements for the different consoles? That's why these are so unhinged. This is like old Sony commercials. 2-player games, 4-player games, all games, arcade, favorites, action. What? You gotta be joking. Oh, keep out of the reach, children. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I gotta open it. What in the world could that mean? These are adult video games? These are like adult games for the Famicom? What were they doing in Japan, bro? I don't know, some of these collections make sense, others not so much. Music and dance. They got Guitar Hero 3 in the back. Is Guitar Hero gonna be on here? Oh, you know, they have the European version of Band Hero for Nintendo DS. That counts. Oh, nice, we have sports and sports with animals. You know, you have to distinguish them. And like every Batocera machine we've ever used, it's just a billion consoles. They have like one game for every machine that's ever existed in video games. For the Commodore 64, they have $1 million pyramid, what is this? Oh God, who is that? I think this is like a game show. I am so confused. Oh, my favorite. I love all these Batocera consoles because they always have Windows. Plants vs. Zombies. We just had a video last week where the only Windows game was Plants vs. Zombies. Why? There have to be other Windows games. Ooh, we have quite a few Xbox games. That's cool. Anyway, well, that's like the most intense kind of emulation we got going on here. For Nintendo, it's like Wii and 3DS. Okay. And it looks like for PlayStation, it's like PS2. Let's just start with NES, you know, give it something nice and easy. Also, the console is, even on the home screen here, it's getting a little toasty. I selected NES, but every single game I see here is a Famicom game. Where is Mario? Okay, perfect. We have Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt, the classic for the USA. I had to scroll through so many games to find this, but here we go. The emulation actually looks pretty solid. There's a lot of input delay, and the game does not look like it's running at like a smooth 60 FPS. All right, I made it, but it did not feel good. All right, get me out of here. Let's go back. I've been kind of ignoring this top menu. How do I even get up there? Oh, I can't. It looks like a PS4, so I assume the interface would function like a PS4, where, you know, you could go up to the top menu and look at some options up there, but no, it's just like a visual display. Apparently, we have PlayStation Plus with 3,000 games. How many games does this thing claim to have? I thought it was way more than that. Oh, it's supposed to have 70,000 plus games. Come on now. We've been duped. We're also apparently level 39. I guess that's just version 39 of Batocera. I don't know. PlayStation X, that's probably the theme we're looking at right now. We have a 2024 trophy. I think it's just the year. Either way, let's go ahead and step up to Super Nintendo. Oh my gosh, there are so many games. They just throw it all into one folder. It's so annoying to find specific titles this way. I could probably search, but no, I'm committed. I have to find Super Mario. Oh, there we go. I landed right on it. And in Super Nintendo, we're seeing kind of the same issues where whenever the screen is scrolling, you can really notice the hitching. Oh, God. It's the emulation's fault, I promise.
Skill issue.
Anyway, let's play some N64. Let's play Batman Beyond. Heck yeah. Ubisoft made this? Uh-oh. Does it look kind of like sped up to you guys? Like, there's no way he runs this fast. Maybe there is a way. I really have no idea. Anyway, it's certainly a game of all time. Let's try out Super Mario 64 and see if that runs the way I would expect it to. They have a lot of N64 games here, though. It might be every N64 game, to be honest. I don't know how much storage this thing's supposed to have. Oh, it's got 1 terabyte. Okay, that's pretty good. Why do we have 15 versions of Super Mario 64? I guess I'll play this one. All right, this one. Hello! He's having some trouble. Okay, so playing at Mario 64, this actually looks pretty normal to me. It looks pretty good, honestly. A little too good, like they're doing some like fancy emulation stuff to really like up-res the game, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. More importantly, it's performing pretty well, and I'm not noticing the stutters as much as I was in those side-scrolling games. Input delay is still really bad, though. But all right, guys, that was N64. Not bad, if I'm being honest. Now, this one I'm very curious about. We got GameCube on here. Ooh, we got quite a few games to choose from. Some good options, but let's just try Resident Evil 4, see how this goes. For $100, if we can play GameCube and PS2 games, I'm honestly gonna be kind of impressed. Let me know down in the comments if that's a reasonable expectation, but I don't know. All right, we're in game, and hey, this looks fine to me. It looks like a GameCube game. Oh, got a little bit of hitching there for a second. Oh God. Looks like it's having trouble loading some stuff. Like anytime I do something new on screen, it just hitches for a second. Can I do the roundhouse kick? Heck yeah. Bam. Take that, nerd. Anyway, this is actually playing back just fine. The console's getting a little smelly, a little bit like a burnt 3D print smell, but it's fine, it's fine. Now, I do want to try one more game here just because I feel like the 30 FPS experience we got from Resident Evil there maybe didn't show the full picture of what GameCube emulation's really like on this console. Let's try Metroid Prime. That runs at a little bit of a higher frame rate. Oh no. Oh gosh. I'm just waiting for this cutscene to go, and that was a lot of hitching. Oh my God, I cannot believe how bad this is running. Get me out of here, it's gonna make me sick. That is not a good sign for PS2 emulation, but who knows, maybe it'll somehow be a little better. We do have Nintendo Wii emulation. I imagine that's gonna be about the same depending on the game. Actually, it looks like mostly like WiiWare games. Are there literally any actual Wii games? These are all WiiWare. Like, come on, there's no Super Mario Galaxy. Oh, that's such a rip-off. What about 3DS? I actually don't see 3DS emulation too often on these consoles, and I have Lego Marvel Avengers and Alien Chaos 3D. You know, the most popular 3DS games. Whatever. Sure. Lego Marvel Avengers. Let's try it out. Your GPU may not support this, or you don't have the latest graphics driver. What do I do now? I think I just have to force close it. Wait, the hotkey to go back to the menu of Batacera isn't working. I think I just have to restart the console. Okay, do not run 3DS games on this, apparently. What? Oh, I didn't see this last time. Was that Warframe? You were not playing Warframe on this thing. What the world was that? Also, I lost video. Come back. All right, anyway, we were looking at 3DS before. I think I'm just gonna go back to Xbox, just because if, you know, GameCube emulation was bad, you can't possibly imagine that Xbox is gonna be much better, but maybe I'm wrong. Let's just play Jet Set Radio Future. I've seen what this looks like on other consoles with Xbox emulators, so I lost video. What happened? Come back? Is this the menu? We aren't even at the menu yet, and we're at this kind of performance? Oh no. Guys, it has been 3 minutes at this point, and we are still at the main menu. All right, you know, it was having some issues, but now that we're in game, this is not terrible. Ooh, you're just getting some, I'm getting some bad hitching every once in a while, so I don't know if I would call this playable, but ooh. It's just closer than you may think based on that GameCube performance we saw. And anyway, wait, oh, the return of the green lines. Oh, I don't know what that was. Anyway, I want to play some PS2 finally. I feel like that might be the peak of what this thing might be able to handle, although I kind of be curious to see what would happen if you threw Switch emulation on here, PS3 or something. You might truly see this thing explode. Why is the layout for PS2 games so different from all the other menus we saw? This is kind of nice, honestly. We have a good selection of games, too. Except, what is this? A Sega Saturn game that snuck in here. That's strange. They made a Samurai Champloo game? That's kind of sick. Let's play Metal Gear Solid 3 and see how this goes. All right, we're in the game, and so far, you know, it's slowing down a little bit. I'm seeing some screen tearing every once in a while. But, you know, for the most part, this is kind of in line with what a PS2 runs like. It's just a lot more screen tearing. Oh, I hit the usual button to quit the game, and it took me back to a different menu. Oh geez. Right, anyway, performance overall, I'm a little disappointed that it cannot run like PS2 era games pretty confidently, but you have LCD games, so there you go. All right, guys, I think I want to turn this console off and try my best to take it apart, if I can, without snapping it in half. I just have to see what the inside of this thing looks like. Oh, I don't know what that was. Hopefully nothing important. Oh, I don't need to take this one off because the screw post already broke. Brilliant. You guys see that? I didn't do that. I didn't do anything. All right, on this top side, you can see we have 1/2 of a screw post. That's great. Along with some cables for our hard drive. Wait, I thought this thing was supposed to be a terabyte. Am I crazy? We might have bought a different model. Hold on. Oh, my bad. On the listing, I didn't see that they have a few different versions of this console with different size hard drives. We got the smallest one with 500 gigabytes and the black DualShock 3 looking controllers. Well, that's okay. I mean, I don't know how you're going to fill up 500 gigs with games if this thing can't even really play PS2 games, but whatever. Here is our motherboard. Is there supposed to be a battery in here? This is a slot for like a coin battery. I don't really know how much that matters for this thing, but that's interesting. But underneath this cooler is I think it's a Ryzen CPU. It was trying its best. And then we have some RAM here. Oh, that's liquid gold in today's economy. Let's take a look at this. 4 gigabytes of something. I don't know what kind of DDR it is. Does it say on the listing? Another interesting thing about the listing is that it says it has Windows 11 compatibility. We didn't see anything Windows 11 related in there. I don't know what that means. Operating system Windows 11 Batocera. Does it have both? So yeah, essentially we figured out that this thing is just kind of a cheap old mini PC that they threw into a 3D printed case. This thing kind of sucks. But hey, it technically played the video games, right? I guess I can't complain too much. Either way though, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want to see a console very similar to this, except honestly even more janky, that could actually play Switch games, I know it's crazy. Click the video right there. That thing was a little bit of an embarrassment if I'm being honest.